You're posting videos every single week and you still haven't booked a single call from YouTube. And the reason is actually pretty simple. Getting views and getting clients are two completely different things. Views give you attention, but without a system that turns that attention into trust and action, those views will never turn into clients. And my name is Bogdan, by the way, and I turn YouTube channels into client acquisition machines. And I actually booked 2 calls of my own channel after posting just 8 videos. And one video built off the same system got my client Marco 170 plus qualified leads. In this video I'm going to break down the exact system for turning viewers into buyers, who you actually need watching your videos, what content moves them closer to buying, how they move through your channel, and exactly when and how to ask them to take the next step. Stick till the end, because by the time this video is over you know exactly what to do to start turning your viewers into actual buyers. So as you can see, I split this video into 4 different sections. So let's start with the first one, which is called the person on the other side of the screen. And here is actually the bullseye graph, as I like to call it, for your ICP. And a lot of business owners are either going too broad, as you can see, like targeting people like I help business owners make money, and that is literally everyone. And on the other side, other mistake that I noticed with business owners is going super narrow. For example, like doing helping business owners that are left-handed, that are from Cape Verde only, which are like just handful of people, you know, and that is a too narrow ICP, as you can see right here. And here is the ICP that is just right, and that is, for example, something like this. I help business owners at 20 to 30 calls a month with YouTube client acquisition system. Again, I know who I'm talking to, the specific business owners, and exactly how I'm going to help them, because I'm helping them with YouTube and all those stuff, and I'm not just helping them make money in some way. And nailing your ICP will actually decide your own topics, your language, and your actual proof. And if you get this wrong, booking calls is going to go totally downstream. And if you get this right, booking calls is going to become a lot easier. So here are some of the questions that you should be asking yourself right now. First one is, what's your ICP's biggest pain? For my example, it would be something like they do not know where the next client is coming from. They're grinding cold outreach every day and they absolutely hate it, because who doesn't hate cold outreach? Their close rates are low, around 20 to 30%, because prospects do not trust them enough before the actual call. They're watching competitors grow and they're feeling completely stuck. Then moving on, we have they are constantly splitting their energy between delivering their offer and finding new clients. And for the end, we have YouTube feels like too much work with no guaranteed return. And there are actually a lot more pains, but these are just the some that I picked because I don't want to make this super long. On the other side, the other question that you need to ask yourself is, what's your ICP's biggest desire? And again, example for my own ICP would be something like that. Again, just some of the examples, not all of them. 20 plus pre-sold inbound calls per month from YouTube itself. Then we have to completely ditch the cold outreach. So they're going to have a sustainable and predictable lead and client pipeline. Then moving on, we have higher close rates because prospects already trust them before the actual call itself, to be recognized as the go-to authority in their own space. And then we move on, we have to focus purely on delivering their offer and helping their clients and actually growing their own business. And in the end, we have predictable, consistent, compounding lead flow that grows over time, as I already said. And these are definitely 2 of the questions that you need to nail before you start making your videos, or if you're making your videos, you definitely need to rethink the ideas for them, because there are a lot of people that are creating like really good pieces of content, but they're aiming totally wrong at their ICP. They're aiming at all people, like they're just becoming entertainers and all those stuff, which is not the actual point, especially if you're in B2B and in B2C itself. So with that being said, we can move on to the section number 2, which is building the machine that actually converts. So once you know exactly who you're talking to, the next question is pretty simple. What do you actually put in front of them? And let me introduce you to the sales funnel itself, and it consists of top of the funnel content, middle of the funnel content, and the bottom of the funnel content. So let's start with the top of the funnel one. It should be around 50 to 60% of your own content, and its only job is to gather a new audience. And your audience, if they're watching these types of videos for the first time, like first touch point video, they're going to be completely cold. And then moving on, we have middle of the funnel content, which should be around 20 to 30% of your own content, and its only job is to nurture the audience and to set you up as an authority. And your audience is here already going to be pretty warm. Some of them might even convert, but they're going to need that last piece of proof that you actually helped someone, and that piece of proof you're going to present with the bottom of the funnel content, which should be around 10 to 20% of your own content, and its only job should be that it converts, and your audience, if they're watching these types of videos, they're going to be like pretty hot, almost already pre-sold. They just needed last tiny piece of proof, and these are the type of videos that again convert the most audience and make you the most amount of money. But don't get me wrong, one of the biggest mistakes is only posting client interviews and all those stuff, because then nobody's going to give a single fuck about trusting you because they don't know you enough. They haven't set you up as an authority. And also you're not going to reach broader audiences, which you're going to do with the top of the funnel content. So let me give you some of the examples of the top of the funnel content right here, so you just get a clear picture. First of all, we have these action-based videos, like how-to videos, like this one right here. Then we have this one right here, this right here, and all those stuff. And this can be like literally other evergreen videos about certain topics and all those stuff that can be watched. Like they're just timeless. They can be watched in a few years, and all those stuff, they're still going to be worth watching, you know, not some trends or something that is going to die off in a, I don't know, like month or two. Then middle of the funnel content we already discussed. They are here to set you up as an authority, like this video right here, for example, or this right here. This right here, like you're not giving the actual actionable steps to people. You're just reframing maybe their mindset. You're sharing your own expertise. You're sharing your own knowledge, your own experiences and all those stuff. You're not literally showing them how exactly to do something, you know? So that's the thing with these videos right here. In the end, we have the bottom of the funnel videos, which are the client interviews, like this one right here, or this one right here, or the case study breakdowns, like this video right here, or this video right here. And again, the client interviews are the best, of course, because your client is literally doing the selling for you. But the case study breakdowns are actually amazing because you can do them without your client in there. You can literally show like everything, how you help somebody, like you're not gatekeeping anything, and people that are going to watch, they're going to be okay. This guy can do the similar thing for me. I'm going to trust him. That's pretty much it. And this is mostly how the audience is going to move. They find your top of the funnel videos, they move to the middle of the funnel one, in the end or to the bottom of the funnel. But again, sometimes it can be different. Maybe they can just come straight to the middle of the funnel videos, then come here or something like that, or if they know you from your other social media platforms, they can go straight to the bottom of the funnel videos. It's literally, there are not like strict rules, but most of the time it goes just like this from top to bottom right here. And as I already said, each one has its own job. Top brings people in, Mofu builds the trust, and bottom of the funnel converts. And also quick note, if you're starting from zero, like one of the things that I really like to do when I'm growing a channel from zero is to actually reverse these funnel for the first 3 videos. So I would upload first the client interview or maybe case study breakdown, then the middle of the funnel video, and in the end, top of the funnel video. So we can, after the second video, we can naturally move audience to the client interview. And of course, after the like third video, which is top of the funnel video, we can either move them to the middle of the funnel video or to the bottom of the funnel video. So we can immediately start converting audience without going like top of the funnel, then moving them to nowhere and all those stuff, is literally wasting that video a bit. So yeah, that's the thing that I really like to do with the channels that I start going from zero. And I'm actually going to show you some of the formats, like the 4 formats that are at the moment printing money, like printing like crazy. First 2 are like literally evergreen that have been working for a few years. And the next 2, like they are working right now pretty good. So yeah, let's start with the first one, which is the My Story video. And it is the best way to bond with your actual audience. People connect with people. Your story is what makes you one. And it is your actual origin story. You're literally showing them who you are behind the screens, like what were your struggles, what have you been through, and all those stuff. And people are just going to be like, okay, they're going to connect with you. They're going to see that you're also human. You also been through some struggles. You're not like an AI that knows everything about a certain topic or something like that, you know? So here are the other examples, like we can see right here from Simone Bees. Then we have Shelly Young. This video, as you can see, 55x outlier. Niman Gaji, who does this video like once a year, which is absolutely crazy. He just adds the new footage, as you can see, and this is pretty much it. And the videos are going absolutely crazy. And he does, again, this every single fucking year. So moving on to the next format, which is the free full course video. Again, best video for printing your money, of course, if done right, because this is the whole sales funnel that we already discussed in the single video. It can literally pull anybody, build trust, converts all at once, and you're going to give away like 95% of your own knowledge. You can just keep those golden nuggets for your own coaching. And it can be somewhere from 1 hour to 20 plus hours long. As you can see, this right here is 18 plus hours long, which is crazy. And people that want to get into SMMA, they are going to literally type SMMA full course. They're going to watch this. They're going to be okay. I just need to watch this video and I'm going to know everything about SMMA. And if they really want it that bad, they're going to watch it. In the end, they're going to start seeing Charlie Morgan as an authority, and they're going to probably join his coaching, his mentorship or something like that, because they're going to be like, okay, if this guy gave like this amount of knowledge for free, I cannot imagine how it is working with him and if he's my mentor. So yeah, here's some of the other examples. We have Marshall Stem from here, from high ticket sales. You can see big outlier. Then Alex Beck again, big outlier. And in the end, we have Eddie Cumberbatch. In this video, when it was uploaded, it was like pretty like crazy. So yeah, so we can finally move on to the next type of video, which is a secret VSL. This is one of the best ways to convert your audience without making them feel sold to, because it solves a lot of objections and answers a lot of questions about your offer. This is actually a VSL. This, guys, is a regular video, so people are going to be like, okay, I'm watching a regular video. In this case right here, like Iman breaks down the best online business to make 10K plus a month, 2026, beginner friendly. He literally breaks down trading, you can do that and that, and in the end, he presents his own offer as the best solution. In this case, I think it was SMA or something like that, but he was like, this is the best, you need to join, and I can teach you that, and people are going to be naturally like, okay. And as you can see right here, this video prints still like 65 views per hour, and video was posted 3 months ago, which is absolutely crazy. And as I already said, positioning offer is the best solution, totally naturally. And here are some of the other examples from Nick Setting himself, as you can see right here. Again, he literally broke down his IG funnel, but in the process of that, he literally presented him as somebody that can help you do that the same. And this is like, again, the secret VSL that probably brought him shit ton of clients. And moving on to the final format that I picked is actually this format. I tried this format, literally the best format at the moment right now. And I split it into 2 different cases. First one is I tried doing something for X amount of time. Again, Marcel, I tried appointment setting for 7 days, realistic results. You can see 2 years ago, 2 views per hour, which is again absolutely crazy. And you can see the outlier right here, because viewers are going to think if he got these results in 7 days too, he can help me get these results too. And you're literally sharing your whole mini journey, documenting from day one all of your struggles, so you have been doing all the ups and downs and all those stuff. And in the end, if you have pretty good results, you're displaying to them, audience is going to be like, okay, this guy literally built this from scratch. I'm at the beginning, maybe he can help me do it too, and all those stuff. So people are going to connect with you, like as we already told with the My Story video, because you're sharing the part of your story, and also you're giving a lot of knowledge away and all those stuff. So yeah, this video prints like crazy. And here's some of the other examples, as you can see. Like this video was posted 6 days ago, already 3x outlier. And again, Marcel, again, like 8.2x outlier, 12K views, which is absolutely crazy. And the second format of the I tried format is I try teaching my friends something, then it can be a result or time frame, it doesn't matter. So we can see this video from AC Hampton 3 months ago, 8.9x outlier and 90 views per hour, which is crazy. And viewers are going to think if he can get his firm results with 0 experience, he can get me results too. They're not imagining what working with you looks like. They just watched it happen. And this format is actually a lot better than this right here. But if you don't have any friend that is likely to do that, or record on camera or something like that, and this format is also goated, don't get me wrong, like these both are goated. This one is better because you're literally showing people, especially if you're in B2C. Like in B2C, these 2 formats are absolutely printing because you're literally showing people how it looks like working with you. So they're going to be like, okay, I can really see how he's going to treat me when I join his mentorship, his coaching or something like that. They're going to be amazing. I want to work with him. The video is super good and all those stuff. Again, you're sharing your story and all those stuff. In the end, they're probably going to convert. And here's another example from this guy right here. Again, 11 days ago, 3.1x outlier. I tried to make my friend reach with it in 7 days. Again, the video that just printed a shit ton of money. So now we can move on to the viewer's journey as I picked, and I'm literally going to show it from them actually seeing you for the first time to actually converting, how it looks like most of the time. Like 80% of the time they're going to have a problem, they're looking for a solution on YouTube, your action-based video pops up, they click on it, you solve their problem, they see that you know what you're doing, they come back after some time, they start watching more of your videos, they get to know you, your way of talking, working, all those stuff, they start seeing you as an authority. They find the client interviews who was of someone in their exact situation and how you help them. They book a call, they show up pre-sold, and in the end, you're happy and they're absolutely happy. Well, on the other side, the other 20% of the time, it is going to look mostly like this. Land directly on your free full course video, they book a call, and in the end, they come to the call actually pre-sold. And if you want your YouTube channels to start booking calls while you sleep, click the first link in the description and book a free strategy call with me. And now we can move on to the section number 3, which I called the ask. One mistake that I notice a lot of time by business owners is that they build the asset, in the end they just simply throw it away, and you literally spend 20 minutes earning someone's trust, giving them value, and in the end your video did nothing. No offer, no next step, no reason for them to stick around. Or when I say no offer, you don't need necessary to tell people click the first link, work with me and all those stuff. You can literally just move them on from top of the funnel video to the middle of the funnel video, and that is going to be totally enough. They're still going to be in our content pipeline. In the end, from the middle of the funnel, you can either convert them, or you can again move them to another video. And the thing that I love to do for every video that I post is that I give them two options: either work with me or to just do it themselves. And in the end, I move them to another video because I want to keep them in my content funnel, but I still want to give it a shot at converting them. Of course, only if I give like huge amount of value, and that's pretty much it. So let me show you the actual examples of good outro and bad outro. Like the bad outro is going to be like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. That's pretty much it. No recap, no offer, no next step. The whole video is completely wasted. But on the other side, we have a good or a strong outro, reminds them of the value that they just got, makes them fill the gap between where they are and where they want to be, and gives them a clear next step. And here's the actual structure example. And again, there are different structures for the outros, but this is the one that I use the most. Step 1, recap. You literally need just to remind them of everything they just got in short, like 1 or 2 lines. That's pretty much it, because that way you're going to tell them, okay, I give you this much value and I have an ask for you, and they're going to be more likely to take your ask or to at least hear it and not skip the video itself. Then we have the acknowledge the gap. You need to tell them that you literally gave them a lot, but they're still missing some crucial things, like what would be their next problem that they're going to face. And in that way, your offer is going to come up as a solution. They're going to feel like, okay, I need to fill this missing gap right now, and all those stuff. So you can do that either by telling them, okay, join, work with me and all those stuff, or you can just move them to another video. Then step number 3 is actually 2 options. So you can give them again 2 options, as I already said, go figure it out alone, or the second one, which is work with me. And you need to represent option 2 as the better option. And also you need to tell them where to move next. Like if you tell them, if you want to work with me, just leave the first link in description. Or if you have some other type funnel, for example, DM me on Instagram and all those stuff, you need to mention that clearly, because there are a lot of people that are like, okay, like my viewers are just going to figure it out, and they're not going to figure it out unless you literally tell them what to do. So yeah, and the step number 4 is actually nurture to the next video. Not everyone is ready to buy from you right now. You need to send them to another video, as I already told you. Like if you're at the top of the funnel video, move them to the middle of the funnel video. If you're in the middle of the funnel, move them to the bottom of the funnel. Again, if you have a free full course, a VSL, like the secret VSL or something like that, move them to those type of videos, especially the free full course videos, because that's the video that is going to convert the most likely. And in the end, we have the step number 5, which is like and subscribe, because we just want to push the algorithm a little bit, so it is going to push our videos towards our ICP. If our ICP watches, that's the pretty much reason for it. But you need to keep one thing in mind, and that is that 80% of the people won't even make it to your outro itself. As you can see right here, 4 out of 20 people are going to make it. So if you only have a CTA at the end of your video, you're literally missing out on 80% of possible leads. You may be wondering, okay, but what is the solution for that? And solution is actually pretty simple, and that is mid CTA that is dropped at around 30 to 40% mark, right after you giving them the real value. So viewers already trust you, like from your biggest value thing, drop it right there, and then they're going to be more likely to convert because you literally give them sauce. And I did that exact thing right here after this whole huge section of the funnel, giving you a lot of sauce. I did it right here. As you can see, it is short, sweet, and all those stuff. So let me right now show you the example of the good and the bad mid CTA. The bad mid CTA looks like something like this. Hey guys, so before we continue, I just want to take a quick second to talk about my program, blah, 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 blah. You literally just broke the whole flow of the video itself. You literally threw people off the video itself, and they're like, okay, I'm just going to either skip it or I'm going to leave the video because they're not immersed in the video anymore. They're like feeling like they're being sold, and they're going to be, okay, I'm going to leave, and that's pretty much it. While the good mid CTA looks like something like this, as I already showed you. If you want your YouTube channel to start booking calls while you sleep, click the first link in the description, book a free strategy call with me, and that's pretty much it. Short, sweet, and tells people exactly what to do next, as we already discussed in the section about the outro itself. So with that being said, we can finally move on to the final section, which is section number 4, and I called it stacking the odds. And the easiest way to get your first conversions is by nurturing the audience you already have from other social media platforms to YouTube itself. And here's exactly how you're going to do this for some of the platforms that I've picked. We have firstly Instagram, Twitter or X, and LinkedIn in the end. So let's start with the Instagram itself. story sequences and reels pointing to your own videos. So they're going to go to YouTube. Then we have Twitter or X, curiosity driven or pain driven posts or giveaways or something like that. Again, it is going to nurture them to YouTube itself. And in the end, we have LinkedIn, as you can see, posts that break down a piece of what you covered in a video itself, nurturing that audience toward watching the full thing on YouTube, as we already discussed. Again, they are coming to YouTube itself. And the reason this actually works is because it moves only qualified audience into your own channel, like the warm people that are already following you and that are genuinely interested in this topic. And it's actually the fastest way to fulfill the 7-11-4 rule. And you might be wondering, okay, Bogdan, but what the fuck is the 7-11-4 rule? And the 7-11-4 rule is actually this: 7 hours of content consumed before someone is ready to buy, 11 touch points with your brand across different places, and 4 is actually different platforms they need to see you on. And this actually means when we fulfill all of those stuff, then our audience is going to be ready to buy from us. And also here is the another way to actually convert your audience even better and to have even smoother sales calls. It is by using the pre-call video strategy. Send a prospect the exact video that fits their situation, a client interview from someone who was in the same spot they're in now, or a full breakdown video like this one that already explains how everything works, you know. And that way you're not going to be spending half the call explaining your process because they already know it. And also another thing that you can do, if there are some of the objections that you can like literally feel, or the objections that came across a lot of your sales calls, you can literally send those videos to your prospect and be like, here are some of the videos that would be so beneficial if you watch, because we can get straight to the point. We're going to have shorter sales calls. You can literally be upfront with them and tell them, that's that. Here are also some of the client interviews from the guys that were in the similar situation, so you can give them a watch and actually see how those guys felt and all those stuff. And in the end, when your prospect actually watches at least one of those videos, they're going to come to call pretty much pre-sold. And now let me show you the actual unfair advantage of the YouTube plus these following platforms, or the ways of getting clients. First we have ads, then we have Instagram, in the end we have cold outreach. Let's start with ads. When we combine YouTube and ads, somebody's going to see your ad, they're going to Google your name, your YouTube channel is going to pop up, they're going to watch your videos, client interview series and authority. In the end, they're going to book a call and show up pre-sold. Then moving on, we have YouTube plus Instagram. For example, somebody's going to see your reel, your story, your post or something like that. They want to learn more. They're going to search you up on YouTube. They're going to watch your video and client interviews. They're going to see you as an authority. In the end, they're going to book a call and show up pre-sold. And the last thing is the actual cold outreach, as we already discussed, and everybody hates it. First, you reach out to prospects. They check your profile. They can find the link to your YouTube channel. They're maybe going to, if they're interested in what you have to offer, they need some proof. They might watch your videos and some client interviews. They're going to start seeing you as an authority and they're going to book a call and actually show up pre-sold. And the second thing that can happen, which is even better, they have a problem, they search for a solution on YouTube, they find your YouTube channel, you actually help them with that video, they see you up as an authority and they actually reach out to you or directly book a call with you, which is amazing. And of course, like here are the benefits of all of these, like trust, close rates, response rates, and ad performance is going to go absolutely up. While on the other side, objections, sales cycle length, no-shows, and cost per lead is going to go absolutely down. So now you know exactly what it takes to turn viewers into actual buyers. But to be honest with you, knowing the system behind it and actually building it for your own YouTube channel are two completely different things. So right now you really have only two options. And the first one is that you can take everything you learn from this video and try to apply to your next video or videos by yourself. Or you can let me handle your entire YouTube strategy for you and help you add 10 to 30 qualified calls to your YouTube in 90 days with you only having to spend around 30 minutes per week on recording, and that's pretty much it. And that is actually the exact same thing I did for my client Marco, and one video got him over 10,000 views and 170 plus qualified leads, as you can see. Right now it is an 11.5k plus. I think at the moment it is might even at 12k. They get him this many subscribers, which is the vanity metrics, which we don't care. And the most important thing, 42% of them came from YouTube search. So that means this video was SEO optimized and it reached only the people that were interested in this kind of topics, which is amazing. And here are actually the lead, as you can see at the time, like this was around January 20th. So right now this email list might be even bigger. So yeah, 170 plus, and he upsold a lot of these leads, as you can see right here. And the link to the whole client interview is going to be in the description, so go check it out. And if you pick the second option, click the first link in the description and book a quick strategy call with me. If you're not ready for that yet, go and watch the video that just appeared on your screen. In it, I break down how I build a business YouTube channel that books calls completely from scratch. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.